Unconventional Money Warriors, when you're first starting a new business and you need to take online payments, what version should you use? Here's my opinion on what forms of online payment methods there are. Here's my advice. Okay, Unconventional Money Warriors. So, as you know, I own a few small businesses. So I'm going to focus this one on my plumbing and the electric, right? Because these are the ones where we take most of the online payments. I suggest getting Square. Square is relatively easy to use. You can buy them at Walmart or you can even order them online. Here's the differences though. Square charges about 2.6% per transaction. So to put that into perspective, if you paid me $1, about 13 cents of that dollar is going to go to Square. So it's a little bit high, but most online portals are expensive these days. Here's how though you can keep the cost down. Order the actual physical reader, the ones that actually get inserted into like a phone. When you swipe those and a customer signs, they actually charge you less of a percentage for those. Here's why. Because it's a less likelihood of fraud. When all you have is, let's say, the online app version where there's no card swiped and no signature, it's easier to steal people's information. Like if I was a criminal, I could get someone's card info, bill it on my reader, and that's fraud, right? But when you have it swiped and a customer signs off on the spot, that's less likely fraud, because in order for you to swipe it and then replicate their signature, unless you're some master forgery artist, you're not going to do it. So having it like that is actually a really good way, and it also protects you as a customer. And let me give you an example. About 2 years ago, we did a job for a lady. It was a late night plumbing job. We charged her, I think, $900. She wanted the job done at midnight till 2 a.m. because that was the only time that, I forget exactly what happened, we could work it. Everything's done. She gives us a card to bill on the phone. We run a card, cool. A few days later, she calls. I'm trying to remember exactly how this happens. It says, I'm upset. My other technician said the shop should have been like $600-700, something like that. I think 600. And I told her, I said, yeah, that's true, but you had us doing a job at midnight on a Saturday night, like at midnight, or it was a weekend or Sunday. It was really late. And she was upset. So I said, okay, you know what? I'll send you the difference back. Let's just call it a day, something like that. She says, okay. So I called one of the girls who works with me. I said, can you send this lady some money and I'll reimburse you, because she used an app I forget that I didn't have. A few days later, she reverses the whole payment back, including what we gave her. I said, wait a minute, we sent you money. And she says, oh no, I changed my mind. I wanted all the money back. I was like, wow, she did us so dirty. And sadly, what happened was we billed her card over the phone. There was no swipe and there was no sign. So guess what? The bank took her side in the matter, because all she had to do is say, oh, they weren't really authorized to do this. So a way that you can protect yourself if you're going to be taking these online payments is get the physical reader where they swipe it and sign it, because for her now to say that she signed it and it was wrong, very unlikely the bank would take her side. Thirdly, if you are in a position where you can't physically have it, maybe the customer's in another state or they're out of town, what you want to do if you're going to do a bill like that, get a verbal recording over the phone. Say, hey, you, Sarah Lee Smith, on this day of October 4th, agreed to the charge of $200 for your new sink. Do you agree? Please state your name, date of time. Yes, I, Sarah Lee, agree to the charges from West Coast Plumbing Services. You want to do that. So if a customer ever wants to be nasty and reverse something, you say, no, we had a verbal consent, it was recorded, it was agreed upon, and this is what we agreed with. Again, it protects you as a business owner from having to deal with shady customers. And sometimes you get customers like that. Now, not everybody, they're few and far between. But again, these things do happen. But going back to the Square reader, Square's a really good one. Some of these other systems are good. You can look at them. But look at the ones that give you the option to swipe the physical card and sign off on them. Because again, they're a lot better. And again, if you can't do that, get a recording. And then if that doesn't work, you want to get the ones where you can actually send the customer the form to fill out. They fill out and they pay for it on their phone. Why? Because now it tracks the internet IP where it's coming from. So let's say I do a job for Michael. I could send him the template text, send it. He clicks on it, he fills it out, he pays it himself. I never once get his information, so he can't claim, hey, you took my info, you did this, you did that, and it comes from his email or his server. So now if there's ever a dispute, you can show, no, look, he paid it, he's the one who did it. I never even collected his card info. And it protects you from any kind of funny business, and you don't want them to ever say, oh, it's because of you this happened, right? So again, Square is a very good one. It provides all these options. Card reader swiper, or have it where you can send it in a text to them. They fill out the payment, they pay it themselves, and you're never involved. Another good one is called authorize.net. This system actually works with a lot of the banks. It's very organized. You can even keep track of the customer's name, info, save them. But again, these are just a couple different options. Authorize.net and Square, to me, are the best two that are out there. again, you're going to be paying anywhere from 2 to 3% per transaction. Make sure that you're charging that on a customer's bill, because if you do, let's say, $100,000 a year in sales and you're paying 3%, well, that was basically $3,000 that you just paid in transaction fees. It's very pricey. But again, those are the options out there, guys. We look to see you soon. Thank you so much.
Wants you to succeed and will continue to bring you unconventional money-making content for free. Leave a comment below, a like, and if you would, subscribe for more money-making tips. Also, take this opportunity for an amazing offer from Webull. 2 free stocks worth up to $1,800. See the link in the description below. They even give Ram a free stock. Everybody wins.